Okay. Hello, Boris. So today you will be my single subscriber here. So what we're going to do today? Probably okay, I will repost this stream notification also to like our chat in Dart, and let's start. Great. So today we are going to like write the general architecture, structure, folder structure at all. Hi there, hi everybody. Today we're going to do some Golang coding. It will be probably okay. There are like 5 people, 4 people. Great to see you guys. So we will write some Golang code and probably set up our HTTP server, and I think we could like create some logic for to start with. So let's begin. On the previous like stream, I created a repository backend. It will be a monorepo where I will store all the services we will have. And today we will create the user service. So on the diagram you can see it as auth service, as I'm not quite sure currently will it be like one monolith user service that will combine logic of auth service and like profile service. I'm not quite sure, but we will start today from it and implement some stuff. So I believe I have like Golang installed, so you can type go version and just to check if it is installed. So let's create a folder for our user service. Great. In Golang we have guys, I'm not actually a professional in Golang, and I will consult with ChatGPT heavily, with Google Chrome, so yeah, it's a bit fun. So we need to start our like code in Golang. We need to establish a module. Module is like a project in Dart with pubspec YAML and all the dependencies. So to create it, we just need to dive into the user service, and let's create a module here. It is a common practice for Golang to use version control systems for modules. So we will create gomod init, link to GitHub, to our repository. Our repository is the Stoic way backend and /user service. Yeah, looks right. Okay, here we go. It just creates Go mod. Go mod is like a pubspec YAML. All the dependencies of our application will be here. We need there are project layout. We will follow this structure. Actually, I have it opened and to some of you who don't know what is like project layout. Project layout is a famous repository which tells about how to organize our code in Golang projects. Basically, we will create internal folder. Internal folder is a folder where everything related to our application will be located. That shouldn't be shared with other services or packages. So in internal, let's create this internal folder. Internal folder will consist of like 3-4 folders. API folder where all handlers will be located. Handlers is functions which will be called when like request comes to our service. So API was more here, like services. Services is a layer for business logic. It will look like request comes to API to some handler. Handler will ask the service, and the service will ask some like underlying data source, probably a database or some cloud service. I'm not sure yet how we should call it. Like probably it will be data source. And data source is the lowest layer which will communicate with databases and other stuff, mainly with databases. What's more here? We need to define config. Config is basically configuration that our project needs. For example, like database URLs, something like that, and other URLs, configurations, everything here. What is more? And models, of course. Models here. Models are just models. For example, user, product, post, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we created like internal folder. I think that internal is enough. Is quite enough. We will need one more folder actually. It is called CMD. CMD folder contains all the like executables, like entry points to our application. Basically, main function will be located here. So let's create this user and main go. Main go is an entry point to our user service. we will compile it and run, and it will like gather all the components of this service into one working piece. So what we need to do here more? Yeah, let's define config. Yeah, probably let's define config. Let's create a structure. Yeah, copilot suggests me. Great. I'm not quite sure what we will put here. Let it be empty for now, and let's run this code. Let's create a main function. Main function will be main function is located here, and it will use the code from these packages, these folders. Let's start with simple hello world, and just check that it is working. Okay, baba. Probably cmd user main go. Okay, it works. Well, we actually written very cool software. I think like three lines more, and we are ready to ship this to our customers. Okay. The structure looks pretty cool. Let's create some structures and basic architecture, how all this will work together. So you will understand how our API, data source, models, and service will work together. Let's create some handler stuff. Handler go. Okay, GP. Guys, do you hear music? Because I turned some lo-fi hip-hop beats on to make the atmosphere more like chilly. Yeah, let's create handler, and you will understand how we will like implement dependency injection. You know, Golang doesn't have any classes and stuff like that. We don't have any inheritance here. We use composition, and this is why this topic is quite interesting. Okay, music isn't it loud? Everything is okay. I believe everything is okay. Okay. Package API. Yeah, we don't need semicolons. I forgot how it is in English. Probably it's semicolon. In Golang, in the end of a line. Yeah. Let's create some structure. How should we name it? Probably like user handler. Yeah, sounds like it. Struct user handler. What do we need here? Let it be empty as well right now. And we will create a function which returns this handler. Okay, like this will create all our handler stuff. The next step will be like register some handlers, create some, for example, we need to when request comes to our service with user, we need to respond to it with like user profile or user like GVT tokens, etc. We need to somehow register this service, this handler. Actually, we won't use any frameworks for this stuff. We'll bound to built-in net HTTP package, so it will be like hardcore. Because I'm not sure if I stick to any of popular frameworks, and I'm not sure in these frameworks. For example, because I can like get something like getTix, and our project will be dead in the final. So I will build this application without any frameworks, just using libraries. And we need some library to create a router. Guys, I believe everybody is like familiar what router is, because in Flutter we use routers heavily to match that path. So we need to add the HTTP router. Yeah, this one. This package will match actually without store. That's bad. We will need we need this package to match our like requests and register handlers. So to install it, we can probably go install, go get, yeah, go get, and HTTP router. Yeah, it is installed. So let's take a look how to register some handlers. So basically, let's create a main, a router in a main, yeah, and register a handler that will respond with hello world. Okay, HTTP router. New. Okay. Now let's just copy paste it. As you can see, the code for this router uses like structures from net HTTP. This makes pretty cool. Okay, what's more here? Yeah. Router get probably, and let's register this to, yeah, it works. So when request to like our root, the server will respond with hello. There is some logic here. Let's remove it, and we now need to write a response. Okay. Basically, we will like write and convert hello world bytes. Okay, let's check it. And let's start the server. This method will start the server on port 8080. We pass router here, which the instance of a router that we like added a handler hello. Okay, let's run this stuff. Where we located, CMD user. Okay, let's run it. It doesn't stop, so we do pretty good job. We did a good job already. So let's split our terminal here. Yep. So we need to do some request, localhost 8080. And yeah, our server responds with hello world. Curl just sends a HTTP request to our service, to our server. Well, it works. That's great. Okay, that's good. Now let's convert this stuff to our structure, to our handler structure that will like enable our dependency injection practices. We will need to register probably like a I'll need to create an interface, yep, of user handler, probably yes. User handler. So this structure will be used for dependency injection, and we will create an interface. Okay, and it will start with like big letter. Interesting fact about Golang, in Dart, in Dart you use underscore to make something private. In Golang you use not capitalized letter to make something private, and capitalized for something public. Yeah, let's define some method here that's we like our handler here. For example, hello world. I'm not sure. Okay, copilot is very useful here. Not really useful as it finds out. What we need to do here, we need to define all our in this interface we will define all our handlers. I forgot the syntax, but yeah, just curious how it works. Okay, let's ask the ChatGPT for some insights. Yeah, user handler. Okay, without like that function, really? Like, okay, we don't need a function actually. So hello is our handler, which will be executed when some request comes, so with hello prefix. Let's add some stuff here. Let's create the hello handler. Hello go. Package API. Well, we need to register this hello. And now be careful. I will create a method that will be that can only be invoked on user handler instance. So let's create the hello handler function user handler. Yeah, exactly like this. What we did here is created a hello handler on a structure. You see, when I try to, for example, if I remove it here, I can't import this stuff here. We need to create the structure first. In order to pass the handler to our router. Let's modify this function a bit. It will return the user handler interface. You see, as an analogy, I will let's create some basic stuff in Dart, probably. This code returns abstract class, and user handler is like an implementation. So it is analogous. This code is analogous to like abstract class user handler and final class user handler impl. Okay. Well, so let's create this handler in main, user handler, API, and new user handler. And to register some stuff here, we can just use like user handler hello. You see, in a few minutes I will show you why we do this like that. So let's just check if it works. Okay, to run. Yeah, it works. Great. So let's add some dependency, our first dependency, second dependency. Let's add some logger. Go get you. Yep, exactly. Zap. Oops. Okay, we will use zap as our logger. Let's create it here as well. New production. Yep, new production. This creates logger. Okay, it returns error. Another interesting fact about Golang is that it doesn't have familiar try-catch, so you need to return errors and results from method. So basically, each method is like each method basically returns a record, a tuple containing result and error. To check if like our invocation was successful, we need to we can make use of if error is not nil, and yeah, in Golang it is nil, not null. So yeah, if it failed, if the creation of a logger failed, we need to we need to exit from our application. This code does it. Okay, I don't know about this stuff, sugar, but docs say that docs of this package suggest using sugar constructor. Basically, let's like overview. Let's just read a bit about. Basically, it recommends using sugar at logger. Like here, new example sugar. I don't really know the differences. Let's just create sugar, let it be sugar, and let's continue. We need to use the for sugar sync. Sugar. I think it is about like performance, and for some really performance like requiring projects, there is it may be a bit it may be valuable, but for our application this performance stuff doesn't really interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. So this construction will defer this function to like the end. When this code processed and this function is about to exit, this stuff will be executed. Let me show how it works with like fmt print line deferred, and let's create like hello world without the deferred stuff. Let it go. Let's save. Okay. Hi there. Let's run our application. You see, this line print the hello world. Now I interrupt and okay, doesn't work. Well, probably I need to create like some stuff So this defer function will be actually deferred. Okay, I don't have an idea how I can show this thing. Let's create some code. Let's create some stuff in handler, in hello handler. This will print line hello world, and defer hello world deferred. What I expect here. Yeah, let's organize it. Like, it will be first message, this will be second message. Yep. Let's run our application and let's create some of it. Let's create a request. Basically, what I expect is firstly, hello world is executed, then bytes are wrote, and then this thing is print as well. So let's try. Yeah, as you can see, firstly, this thing was executed, so this line, and after this line, the defer. Let me just open this defer Golang. So at the first statement defers the execution of a function until the surrounding function returns. So basically, it will in Dart. Let's translate this code to Dart. Yep. Hello, and print hello world. This will have this effect: print hello world deferred return. So basically, all things marked as deferred will be moved until the function ends. Okay. Great. We created some logger stuff. What we want to do next? You see, I don't really want to use logger as a global variable here. I want to pass it to our handler somehow. So now you will see how dependency injection works in Golang. Let's pass some stuff to this new user handler. Just the signature deployer. Well, so now this new user handler takes the logger here, and we need to add it here as well. The logger. Well, let's pass this logger to our function. Wow. It sounds really cool. Yeah. We need to modify sugar at logger. Okay, sugar at logger. And you see, now all our handlers have an access to this logger. Check this out. You see, this user handler stuff. We can just use h logger and info. Yeah, probably let's just create info. You just want to print some stuff like hello world. Yeah. Let's run this shit. Okay. It's up. You see? This logger works. It works. We just passed it from the main function to handler, and now it prints some data. That's great. Let's create the same structures for our service go. It will look absolutely the same, actually. Type service, user service, interface, and user service here. And the function that will create our new service. And let it be DB for now. Probably we will database. Yeah, database. Yeah, let it be database. Database go package database. Basically the same stuff. User database. Okay, we should like rename user database and user database. Great. So now our handler to perform some logic when it like catches the request, it needs access to the service. Basically, we will add it like the logger here, just service user service service user service. Yeah, and now each our handler has an access to the service, to this service. Actually, we need to like to pass the service here as well. So it will look like here, like this: service user service. Yep. Okay. What's left here? We need to now create the service, this user service here. Not an API service, new user service. And yeah, we can pass it here, user service. Why doesn't it accept it? Not quite sure why it doesn't work. Yeah, it needs user services. Okay, that's interesting. So basically I need to like, this pointer stuff makes me crazy actually. You know, when all these pointers are hindered in our beloved Dart language, when you work with them in Golang, it becomes a hell. Okay. So basically we can let it be like this. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If I make like this, it will work probably. Yeah, okay. So we need to pass the reference of the reference of this variable to this function to make things work. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. And our service basically needs logger as well. Let me just copy this stuff here. Okay, logger, no, not here, here. Okay, and what is more, this service needs access to the database. User database. Yeah, it looks good actually. Let's add it like this. Well, and our database probably just needs a logger. Yep. Later it will need a connection, a pool to like Postgres. I'm not sure which database we will use. Probably it will be Postgres or even Firebase. I'm not sure. Yep. This database needs the logger as well. It is, you know, it looks pretty boilerplate. In fact, it is, but yeah, it is probably the best way I know by far to organize dependencies flow in Golang project. Well, let's just pause the logger here, and let's create the database. New user database. Yep. Oops, new user database. Okay. Yeah, now it works. And we need to pass the database here as well. We need to grab the pointer to this variable. So now we have like a flow, an established flow like of dependencies. So the user handler needs user service when user service needs a user database. And yeah, let's create some very basic stuff, really basic stuff. For example, like let's I'm not sure. Let's create a function that returns the GVT token pair for just for every request. But now we will respect this like chain of dependencies, and the database will provide some like data for our service. Let's create like login probably. login, sign in. Let's be sign in. Now sign in will require a context. It requires a context. Context is a thing which is used in Golang heavily to like limit to first of all, you can use context to create deadlines. For example, you can set a deadline of 10 seconds, and all the callers that respect this deadline will either complete or exit the execution, exit the flow. So it needs context. What is more? It probably needs some stuff like email and password. Yep. It will return error and string. Okay, let me open what is a context. Golang. Context is the thing that you can use. It is not very similar to Flutter context, but it shares some logic. Basically, you can use it to pass some variables, and for example, you can create the context like this. Let me show you. Context, background, probably, yeah. Context, with value. Okay, background, and so we created a context here. Now we want to add some variable, some information to this context. This can be done using the value. Not like this, but ctx with number, let it be. So we added some like map here, some kind value. Key is map, key is map. Number is key, and 1 is the value. Now, if somebody wants to access this value, he will be they will be able to do it using the value getter. You see, value number. And let's print this stuff. Sugar info value. I have some issue right here. Let's comment it for some. You see this one. Okay, if you're a bit, you may be a bit similar with Dart backend. Dart backend has quite the same context. Context is, I'm not very familiar with this like backend stuff, but here you can register some dependencies, use it for declining something. For example, you can use deadline. Oops. Deadline. Yep. Nope. Nope. with deadline. Yep. So we can create a context with deadline. It means that if some function needs like it has only 5 seconds to execute, and if it is like late, or if something doesn't work right, for example, it needs like 8 seconds to execute, then this context will decline the stuff, and the user will have an error. Okay, let's move to our service again. We need the context here. It will return the GVT. Let's just simplify, and it will return some GVT token here. Okay, so our handler, let's remove this hello handler. We don't need it anymore. We need like sign-in handler. Yep. It looks like, okay, sign in. Well, this handler will just write the same thing, but it will receive data from the service. Let's create service. Service sign in. Package service. Yep. You see, this will, and database. Let's create like not sign in. Probably we need to fetch or get user by email. Let it be by email. Let's create some model user, some very dummy model, package model, and choose user. Which values? Let it be empty. So now here model user. So yeah, our database will return module user by request. Okay. Let's implement it from the lowest layer, from our database. Let's create get user by email go. DB, and it will work on, it will be a method on user database. Okay, user database. It will return, it will just return, it will currently it doesn't communicate with some database or storage, just returns, simulates a like successful response to our service. Yep. So our service will, what will it do? So basically it needs to request the database. Yep. User, yep, user error. There is some problem again with this with these fucking pointers. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Database. I see no helpful messages here. User database, get user by email, user database. Well, okay, I don't have an access to this function, but I'm not sure why. Let's check. Okay. I'm doing something wrong with these pointers, guys, and yeah, I need some time to figure it out. Probably we should not accept like pointers here. Okay, now it works. Well, let's create a tower logger. How does it? Okay, it creates this stuff and it returns this stuff. Why we can't just? Okay, it returns structure. Oh well. But we return interface. And that's the problem. But that's why our code doesn't work like this sugar logo with this star mark with pointer. Probably everything is okay without these stuff. Yep. And we can like migrate our code to not using this things. Yep. Like this. Yep. Not sure, but let it be. It's pointed to interface now. Okay. Never mind. It looks like it works. Okay. User and arrow. So we are currently in our database. Yep. Nope. We are in our service. Yep. Yeah, sign in service. sign-in method in service. It just fetches the user with email here, and let's check if there is any error here, and let's like return the error here. Can't get user by email. Yeah. Let's generate GVT token. Yeah, we need to find some library for GVT. Okay, GVT go. Let's install it as well. Oops, I lost my AirPod. Okay, GVT. How does it work? GVT new with claims. Okay. Okay, let's create some GVT token. Yeah, I have already told about it, but yeah, let me explain this structure with error again. Yeah, Golang doesn't have try-catch structure. It's a very fun and interesting idea from maintainers. So each, ideally, every like function returns error and response. If error is nil, then there is no error, and the response is successful. And if like some error occurred, we will like return the nil user. Yeah, it is a bit strange, but interesting as well. So let's generate some GVT token here. New with claims. Email, user email. No email. Let's just create it like it. Yeah. Token. Well, token is, yeah. Thank you, Copilot. It helps me very much. Yeah, and we just return this token string. Token string will be like access token, but it is not production code. It is not even development code. It's just for showcase and to understand the piece of software we will work with. Okay, so now our database returns this user. It simulates the response from database. The service asks, gets user from this database and generates some GVT, and our user handler will just GVT or error here, and will ask the service for it. Yep. Okay. That would be like it, like that. Write header, and just write this GVT. So now, when we create a request, it will just return the GVT, probably, if I configured everything correctly. Let me just create another method that will just register all our handlers. Let it be, let it have the same signature as other ones. Register. So now we, instead of configuring it in the main file, we can like create user handler register, but we need to create it in interface as well. Router, HTTP router. Yeah. So now we just call register and pass router here, and it will do, and it will register all the handlers it needs. So we delegate this to our handler, and our main function is not like aware of the stuff that's going on, it just delegates the work. Okay, it looks pretty good. So now let's try. Oh, go run, and let's curl sign in. Okay, now this route returns the GVT token that we configured in like that we built in the service. Yeah, it's great. It looks really cool. There is just one problem that I can mention. For example, if some error happens here, let's simulate the error. I just need to check how it will behave. Can we just return nil? Yeah, okay. Errors, new. Okay, we can't return nil. Just this stuff. Yep, I find this this idea with errors, with returning errors and responses, like, interesting. Probably it is really simple, but in large code bases, you know, you will need to check everything, every request, and it adds a lot of boilerplate. But yeah, I think it is not like, it doesn't harm really much. Error strings should be capitalized. What the fuck? Okay, let's just check how it behaves now when we return an error. You see, not implemented and stack trace. You see, but it is not the stuff that we expected. I believe we need to like return some error to our user. Let's just let it be not implemented. Let it be user not found. Yep. So so it is possible to understand what I'm talking about. So user requests like sign in, and such user is not found in our database. What we need to return to our client is, hey bro, you're wrong. There is no such user with there is no user with such credentials. And this thing should be configured actually somewhere, and I don't know here where, but okay, here actually. Probably not. It just returns the error. Yeah. Okay. Everything is good here, but in handler, probably in handler, the problem occurs. Yeah. It just error F. It just yeah, you're right, Kenneth. But I won't create something like this currently. Let it be just consign in. We will create a wrapper next time that will wrap all this run responses, successful responses, etc. So let's try this again. So yeah, error is still here, but you see we have some response. Obviously, we can use some structure, for example, as Kenneth in chat messaged, but yeah, let's just keep it simple currently. Okay, so our stuff is up and working. Just let's remove this line. Oops. Okay. I think it is enough for today's. Yeah, we will create the middleware, everything like this. It is obviously needed. You are correctly pointing out. So to sum up, today we created the basic architecture of our user servers. We created the layers. So there are 3 layers, like database, service, and handler. This gives us the ability for dependency injection and for dependency injection. So we can call our services and databases without like any service locators or global variables. It makes our components actually testable and maintainable. This is great. So we will actually meet like next week again, and we will build the working stuff. We will create the middlewares and the errors and some wrappers for these errors and successful responses. We will also add some things to our config, and probably we will be able to package our application to create a Docker file and run it in and run our application in container, containerized, using the Docker. It will be fun. It will be interesting. Thanks, everybody. Probably you have any questions, or we can finish for today. During this Q&A session, I will just push all these things. Let's delegate the commit message to Copilot. As usual, it generates some shit. Okay, create a general architecture added libraries. Okay, guys, there were like two questions. How are you going to sign your GVD? We will create a config here, like GVT, let it be GVT secret, yep, string, and it will be passed to our application and used to sign our GVTs just with secret. And we are writing in Golang because why? Because I like Golang and I really want to like explore it. I'm quite familiar. I believe I'm like advanced in Dart, but you know, Dart is not, I won't say that it is bad for backend development, but currently it is not like popular for backend development. Obviously we need to make some like projects in it, but I think that it's not a good idea currently to build some really production ready projects for side projects, mostly because they run like not so many packages for backend development, like ORMs for working with like MySQL, Postgres, etc. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, guys, I believe it's time to end. Thanks everybody who was there for this like 1 hour 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour and a half probably is right. Okay, see you next week. We will do some fun and interesting stuff. Thanks everybody, bye.